Well, there is one more thing, which to me is also, I mean, frankly, I say that this is the most important thing, and that's your replenishment of what's selling.
Inventory logistics. Here you go. I completely bailed out on that. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
Inventory logistics. How your how your workflow is, where to where. Oh, here you go. Yes, absolutely.
yeah. I mean, this because what's happening is before you've got your, if you are the manufacturer here in the US, you have your production plan in order to produce X number of pieces. If you are manufacturing offshore and bringing it in, then you have your lead time based on the needs. Well, how are the needs determined? They are determined based on the POs that Amazon gives you. So that's
Exactly.
easy. Well, now
That's
is a
easy.
whole different ball game, right? So now, first of all, you've got to have enough inventory here in the home base, not at Amazon, in your warehouse. So if you're not running a and most manufacturing facilities don't really have a warehouse. So that means you're
Yeah.
going to need to get a 3PL that will
Yes.
store the individual. And by the way, if you decide to sell packs and bundles that need assembling, that's all a
Think about
3PL
that.
activity, right? So, and now you need to know how many pieces are at 3PL. And then you need to call off FBA shipments to be sent for X number of pieces to Amazon. So you need to be able to track real time how many pieces are at Amazon facility, how many at 3PL, and track your sales velocity. How many orders are you getting per SKU on daily basis? So therefore, constantly be on top of how many pieces should I send to Amazon? How many pieces that would the 3PL last for?
Yeah.
And then how many on all, you know, this is not something that you're doing. And if anything goes wrong here, then you're dead in the water as far as your listing performance. And like I said, the sales stop, your rank takes a nosedive, then it takes you 2 months to get back up there. So that's why it's important to stay on top of the inventory, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And you got also, if you're an FBM, you got deliverable customers. So yeah, it is taking ownership of a business and becoming a seller. That's the bottom line. You're no longer selling it to Amazon. You're responsible for every bit of the aspect of a business. From before that, if you're responsible for manufacturing, now you're not only manufacturing. It's all the aspects of the workflow from the manufacturing all the way to the hands of the consumers. So making sure the voice of customer is up, what people are saying about your products, their errors. So yes, it's definitely has its many benefits to be a direct seller, but it is first of all different, and also a deep understanding what are you going to get when you make that transition. That's what should drive the decision making process, not singled out emotional, oh, the pricing, or it is a deep conversation that will require consulting, that will require help to make the transition, that will require future support for a period before everything. And if you are, let's say, a retailer, wholesaler that's been already busy with other channels, managing their wholesale, their retail structures, that's where our remote e-commerce comes as a support to be able to handle everything outside of their traditional channels.